Good morning. This is TMI Socials, where we talk everything trendy on social media. Welcome on board. I am Nwuluwapo Stevens. Better still, call me a social media butterfly. Now, social media has been agog with different pictures and video of our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the Vatican over the weekend, as President Tinubu on Sunday met with Pope Leo XIV in the Vatican right there in Rome. Now, the meeting comes shortly after Leo, formerly Cardinal Robert, was installed as the Bishop of Rome and the 267th leader of the Roman Catholic Church. Well, according to a video obtained online, the Nigerian President shook hands with the Pope and had a brief conversation with him before moving away. Let's take a look.
Yes, Abuja. Thank you so much. I'm very proud to receive you. They said we should move that wires.
Sei tu il mio Dio e ti rendo grazie. Sei il mio Dio e ti esalto.
Yes, Abuja. Thank you so much. I'm very proud to receive you. They said we should move that wires.
Our president there looking dapper and sharper, or whatever word you want to use right now, at the Rome on Sunday. Now, over to tweets and reactions. This user says, Mr. President, you look so clean in the suit. How I wish you will keep wearing them to the office when you get back to Nigeria. God bless, Mr. President. Nigerians love you. Another user reacting to this viral video. This one says, Mr. President greeted the Pope. Peter Obi was locked out as he tried to gate crash as usual. God bless President Tinubu, and higher shall you go too, sir. Finally, on the story, this user says, President Tinubu's recognition by the Vatican highlights Nigeria's religious tolerance and the significance of his leadership. Despite being a Muslim, there is no persecution of Catholics under his administration. With over 33 million Catholics in Nigeria, the gesture from the Vatican underscores Tinubu's global influence and Nigeria's important role in the Catholic world. Now, speaking about Peter Obi, Nigerians rolled on the floor or on the ground for joy as President Tinubu and Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi and former Ekiti State Governor Kayode met at the Vatican on Sunday during the installation mass of the Pope. Now, these pictures were trending on social media. Well, trust obedience movement guys, reacting. Why would Peter Obi be shaking hands with the president? I thought you ought to be, against him or something. And of course, it generated reactions online. Moving over to how you reacted to the story. Let's start off with Bayo Onanuga. Now, Bayo Onanuga had to release a tweet on X saying, President Bola Tinubu, Mr. Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, and former Ekiti Governor Kayode met at Pope Leo XIV's installation mass on Sunday in Rome. Well, Fayemi cited President Tinubu where he sat with other leaders and asked Obi to follow him to pay homage to the Nigerian leader. Obi agreed, and that was what happened. Now, another user responding, look at how they are as if there is no issues between them. What issues are you talking about? Now, this other user also reacting says, moving over to other tweets and reaction, well, Omoyele has something to say. He says, and I quote, the Fubara's coalition general meeting in Rome, Bola Ahmed Tinubu meets his younger partners in crime, with Peter Obi grading from ear to ear and Fayemi. They can only deceive the foolish and unwary. Okay. Now, away from that, let's move over to Nyesom Wike, where there was a trending video of him granting an interview with BBC Pidgin. Now, the minister has publicly denied any personal feud with suspended Rivers State Governor Sim Fubara, asserting that his conflict lies with dishonest and manipulative politicians influencing the governor against him. Well, in the interview, Wike emphasized that his issues are not with Fubara directly, but with those orchestrating political discord in the state. Let's take a look.
I go there.
I want to ask if this current political battle or challenge where they face with the River State governor, where they suspended at the moment, if not the toughest one.
No, that will not be battle. I need to fight battle. That boy now, my boy now, my son, I will go fight battle with them. The people why they fight, I do want thief only they no work.
Who be those people?
You don't know them. All these Osnapa, them, all these Adie, them, all of them, they want to go hijack. Don't go all the way. We'll say.
Right, so you've heard it loud and clear. Fubara is his boy. Now the question is, will Fubara be returning to the seat anytime soon? We'll find out shortly. Let's have Twitter reactions to this story. This user says, Wike sabi this game of politics. Tinubu go this surprise. Say he fit campaign for president for 2027, but he has already denied that he's not campaigning and, you know, fighting against his principle. Another user reacting to the story. This one says, if Wike considers Fubara as his boy or son, then he has not been fair or loving to him in the way a true father should be. Well, finally, this user responding, I guess Fubara will be reclaiming his position as governor soon. Only time will tell. Now, speaking about governor, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Umo Eno, has issued a stern warning to members of the State Executive Council, threatening to sanction any cabinet member who fails to adhere strictly to official protocols of his engagement. Well, Eno warned that officials found wanting would be immediately relieved of their position. Now, the governor who gave the marching order during an unscheduled stop at the site of the judiciary village in Uyo on Friday expressed displeasure at the disregard for official procedures by some members of his cabinet. So what actually happened was he was, you know, challenging or calling out some of his commissioners, saying, next time you leave me at an event, I'm going to deal with you. Take a look.
Starting today, I like everyone to hear, because when they hear that I've fired the commissioner in your local government, is insubordination. It is wrong for the governor to go on an appointment if nobody else follows him. My commissioners, special advisors are members of my first 11. And I do not announce where I will go. It is mandatory for my commissioners to ensure that they take me either back to the office or to the lodge.
Well, you've heard it loud and clear. Well, what does this mean? Could there be trouble in paradise? Who knows? Now, moving over to tweets. Let's have a couple of reactions. This user on X says, so the commissioner should abandon their work and follow him around. I mean, Mr. Governor, what are you saying? Another user responding also says that the governor is saying this publicly isn't a good sign. It sounds like he doesn't have full control. Sacking someone would never be better to send this message. Or sacking someone would have been a better way to send this message. Okay. Well, finally, on the story, okay, I think that's all we have on that story. And interestingly, that's how we get to wrap up TMI Socials today. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I am Anmuluwapo Stevens, and from all of us on This Morning on ITV at Delta State, Lagos, and Abuja, we'll see you tomorrow. Have yourself a fantastic day ahead.